A welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Baby! Come on. You better break.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go,
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Garoppolo now. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go. Let's go.
At the 27-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 27. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Check three.
Here's Carson. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, third and a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Touch 50. Let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
What's up? What's left? Check three. Hey,
on the delay, here's Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, Wilson dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 70 yards on the pickup.
First down, Seattle.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
57, Mike 57.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gary Jennings, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
21.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, it's 9-0. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Alert! I got you. Check the call. Flag! 11. Hey! Wahoo!
Now Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
57's right. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Easy.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Right there, 54 Mike. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Seahawks. First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Go. 40. 57 Mike 57. Go.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First down, Seahawks.
36 power. Jumping.
On first down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Carson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. Carson, they'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
A gain of 15. And the Seahawks first down.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On first down, it's Carson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the 49ers 20-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
11. Bravo!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Nice 57. Hey, exit. Go ahead. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, we heavy on the edges.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, gun. Pop. 21. 57's the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35.
Here we go.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
53's the mic. 53. I smell fear in that offense. Check hot route. Hot. 18.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now. Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run it with Carson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Niners' 34-yard line.
I got one. Kill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 52.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That goes for a gain of 31. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
11. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming for lock. Hey, seam 6.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
21. Here we go. Hey, Haywood. That's 57's mine. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 57's the mine.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that gets him back within 10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They're running it.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now, and this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Carson. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
One, Omaha. Hey, Charlie.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Niners. And even 60 yards.
11. Hey, echo. Check 15.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
The opening play in the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll find Metcalf. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him.
Bro, this nigga, so I get a safety, right? Then he high kicks the ball, and he runs down and fair catches him. He catches it, and he get the ball. Like, how the fuck?
Looking to throw.
He did the kick on you?
Yeah, I guess.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
The skunk kick?
He did the skunk kick, bro. And he recovered it. You know, he kicked it off super high because he had to
fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
He had to kick it off because I got a safety. So he kicked it off hella high, and it only because he kicked off from his 25 or 20, it landed on nigga on his own 35. He recovered it. They gave him the ball on my 35, nigga.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
21.
I'm hurt black, and he in this league where I got the red skin.
And now we're going to get a delay of game, and that's going to back him up halfway. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run.
It's so crazy. It's like
track and it cost him.
I never adjusted to what he was beating me with. That's why I'm mad at myself.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Like, he was gashing me with McCaffrey. Like, Christian McCaffrey was destroying me. I was so concerned about Cam Newton.
Slings this deep
So
from the
concerned about Cam Newton.
Into double coverage, and it's
I lost this
intercepted.
weekend's game.
Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Cam was converting on 3rd and 15, 3rd and 13. Then he came down on 3rd and 8.
Bring him down.
Him up
San
3.
Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1
Cam
remaining
Newton.
here in this 4th quarter.
And Christian McCaffrey went for 80 yards on right up the middle of my dude.
He was just play calling.
He was black. He really was in my head.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play action with Wilson.
Come on, that's a pick. Come on, Dion. It's a fucking pick.
That'll lead to 3rd down.
Nice pickup through the air.
All three brought my play down, didn't
to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick out, things that they consider safe.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Don't
just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Like,
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
21. Hey, it's orbit. Lock. Check your backer. 65.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
You can watch it. You can watch on broadcast. This nigga just doing this some crazy ass shit, bro.
11. Here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly.
No, he don't, you stupid motherfucker. Why'd you die? Man, this shit been tripping all day, man.
Good one for
Fuck
a big
this
one.
man.
61 yards.
You got to get it in hard these next few days, huh?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
He might.
Terry McLaurin,
Yeah.
his first touchdown
Took a little
on
nap,
the
nap.
year. As they are now just an extra point away from making
feel
this
better?
a 3-point game.
Huh? Does he feel better?
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Damn, lost this piece of shit, man.
This nigga AC want to call me now and be all nice now. Like, nigga, you don't get to just call me, nigga, when you want to, just because you feeling better.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel down should be enough to finish this one off. Wilson wants to
I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, nigga. I started scoring like 4:45. I started
Nigga, you almost got me a ticket. Man, you almost got me a ticket.
I've been laughing, nigga, since 5 o'clock this morning at that
Nigga, you almost gave me a ticket, nigga, posting that RoboCop nigga shit.
Loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Nigga, you post that RoboCop, nigga.
AC going through it. Y'all bullying on AC like that.
Oh my god, bro.
Now we give right side.
Like
They
that,
call
man.
that nigga RoboCop,
Finding
bro.
room at the 30.
Nigga, you look
He's
like
at the
RoboCop
50.
with no helmet, nigga.
30. Past the 20. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final
You
minute,
niggas
that
had me
should just
weak,
about
bro.
seal it.
Nigga, you almost got me a ticket,
Well
man.
called, well
This
blocked, and then he
nigga
just
post
made a
a
great
picture.
play. That was an athlete
And
going a
I
long
was
way.
waiting for somebody to post it.
Getting there and taking off and
Who
going.
jab Judah?
Defensive guys,
That
plays
nigga
like
gonna
that
post
really hurt.
AC picture
Myers
next
connects
to
on the
it.
PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I was you.
What are you mad about?
Who, AC?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of
He just going through a lot, man. You know he going through a lot, man. Niggas stole his car. Nigga, he had to cut his hair. His girl probably told him you gotta cut your hair, nigga.
So effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively,
Yeah, he probably
those
listened
starters
to
box
that
like you're a sprinter.
nigga.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
I was on the
Henry
stream.
Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go from broke
Me,
to down two
I know.
scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is pretty much right an end to this one.
Nah, this is in our division, in our league. In the phone.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's
my
hands.
God.
Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field.
See,
when you
that's
don't make a play on the football.
Got his man
Oh my
complete.
god. And then
And he will
what's that nigga name?
score. Touchdown, Seattle.
The JC
DK Metcalf,
That's
81 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Huh? Because it was already over,
Through by
man.
Myers. And the decision to just kick
Trying
the
to get my
extra point
XP
winds
zone
up
too.
successful.
Like this.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably